Act 1, Scene 1. A typical Italian-American house. Lots of olive green, plastic on the good furniture, oddly ornate and comfortable at the same time. Carlotta moves around the house, cleaning, checking on her cooking, and preparing for tomorrow's Sunday dinner, the first in a few weeks where the whole family will be together. A landline corded phone, yes, she still has one, rings as lights come up on Carlotta's oldest, Michael, on the side of the stage, calling his mother. Carlotta bustles around and makes no attempt to answer, so it goes to an archaic answering machine.
You've reached the Antonelli residence. If you're a telemarketer looking for my husband, Vin, he's been dead for years, and you should be ashamed of yourself. For everyone else, please leave a message, and I'll get back to you when I can.
Ma, you home? It's Michael. Pick up, Ma. I know you're there. You call me 3 times in a row, and then don't pick up when I call back?
You know what, Vin? I should just never answer. Then your son will just sit there, sick, worrying that his mother is dead on the floor in the living room, and he'd have no way of knowing.
I'm just gonna assume you're lecturing the machine and getting mad at me because I didn't call you yesterday?
Like you said you would?
I was just calling because, Jenny wanted to make something to bring tomorrow.
Oh, no.
And she found this really great recipe for vegan bolognese.
Carlotta rushes to answer the phone.
I swear to your father, if you let that wife of yours bring that crap into my house, I will make her wear it.
Oh, look who's home. Not dead on the floor of the kitchen, I see.
It was the living room. And I mean it, Michael.
Listen, normally, I'd tell her not to bother. But she's been doing a lot of research on this plant-based diets and how they're good for Marty. So, honestly, I don't think you're going to be able to talk her out of it.
They'll be good for her?
Supposedly. Couldn't hurt, right?
Fine, but not the bolognese. You tell her to make a dessert or something. And bring paper plates. I don't want that stuff touching my dishes.
You're just gonna watch. Fine, Mom. Okay? Whatever you say.
Okay, and you and Jenny, you gotta get here by 4:30 sharp.
4:30? Hell, I know you're getting up there, Mom, but you're not quite at the early bird special age yet.
You are lucky I can't reach through this phone, you smartass. I figured we'd have cocktails and we'd all sit together before dinner.
Cocktails. You invite the Pope?
If the Pope were coming, you'd be the last person that I would invite.
Oh, I'm hurt. I'm your son.
Yeah, but you inherited your father's table manners. Martina said she had something important she wanted to tell us, and it'll be the first Sunday dinner she's been well enough to come over in a while. You just, come on, humor your apparently old mother, okay? Huh?
All right, Ma. All right.
Thank you.
Any idea what Marty wants to tell us?
It's gotta be good news.
Ma.
She sounded so much better on the phone than she has in weeks.
Why do you do this to yourself?
Do what?
You're getting your hopes up way too high. It might have nothing to do with that.
Well, I have been talking to your father about it.
Not again, okay?
I told him to pull some strings up there.
You're nuts, Ma.
Why? We pray to saints, don't we? So what's the difference if I talk to your father?
First off, Dad was no saint.
You're one to talk.
And second of all, if you want to get a message to the big man, you can just talk to him yourself.
Over my dead body.
Well, At that point, you're gonna have no choice but to talk to him.
We'll see about that. And I want you on your best behavior. No fighting with Shay. You'll just get Martina all upset, and that is the last thing that she needs.
I'll behave if Shay does.
Georgiana enters. She's all smiles, carrying a multitude of grocery bags.
Marty, I picked up some more stuff from the store.
Oh, okay. Michael, Aunt Georgie is here. She just got home, so I gotta go.
Oh, is that Michael? Oh, let me talk to him.
She grabs the phone.
Michael! Oh, sweetie. Thank Jenny for me.
Sure, and why?
What? She gave me this tip on the super edgy new food store called Trader Joe's.
That's not new.
They had samples of this thing called cookie butter. Oh, I might have orgasmed right there.
Georgiana!
That was a lot more than I needed, but sure, I will tell Jenny.
If you two need to spice things up, I'm telling you, cookie butter.
Okay, now I gotta go. Aunt Georgie, please tell my mother I will be there tomorrow.
Okay, sweetie. I can't wait to see ya.
4:30 sharp.
Tell the Sarge I said, yes, sir.
I'll see you two tomorrow.
Did my son say 4:30?
Oh, he said he'd be here at 6:30 at the latest.
I said 4:30.
Oh, I'm joking. You need to learn to relax, Lottie. Cookie butter?
No, thank you. Why do you hang on every word that Jenny says?
I don't hang on every word she says. Why do you have such a problem with her?
I don't have a problem with her.
Oh, please. You haven't liked her since she suggested you cut back on the salt in your cooking.
Well, she has no taste.
She was trying to be helpful. You know she's a health nut.
She is lucky I didn't beat her with a ladle.
Just promise me you'll be nice to her tomorrow.
I'll try. So what did you get?
Let's see.
She pulls out at least 3 jars of cookie butter before she gets to the real groceries.
I got the meat for the rishol. They had canned tomatoes.
Oh, the canned tomatoes just don't taste the same as when I had my own garden.
No, it does taste the same.
It doesn't.
Fine, it doesn't. But it does taste the same.
What?
I said, how long is Marty staying?
She wasn't specific. She just said a few days. Oh, it's been so long since we had a real Sunday dinner. Oh, I am just so excited for Martina.
Excited?
For her news.
Lottie,
What?
do you want me to make up Marty's room?
Already done. Just help me put some of this stuff away. Madonna, how many of these cookie butter things did you get?
Yeah, before you judge me, try it for yourself.
No, thank you.
Your loss.
Georgiana takes some of the bags in the kitchen.
Oh, Vin. Oh, you know I love Georgie like she was my own sister, but sometimes she drives me up a wall. What the hell is cookie butter anyway? Ugh.
Carlotta ponders for a moment, then opens a jar of cookie butter and tries it. She has a visceral reaction while she starts scooping up more. Scene 2. Martina and Shaylene's home. Martina is pacing while on the phone. She is bald. While she talks on the phone, her wife Shaylene enters with a few overnight bags.
Yes, Ma. No, you don't have to do that. It's really not that big of a deal. I know. We haven't been all together in a while. Don't worry about that. I'll eat whatever you cook. What time did you tell Michael and Jenny to get there? Okay. Yeah, we can get there around 4:30. Ma, we're not going to get dressed up. Fine. We'll dress nice. Nice means nice, Ma. No, you're right. When I say I'll dress nice, I'm going to wear assless chaps and my Georgia O'Keeffe t-shirt. No, It was a joke. No, no. I'm going to tell you what you said when we were kids. If you ask me one more time, I'm not telling you at all. Okay, love you too. See you tomorrow.
How's Lottie?
Out of her mind as usual. She's really wound up about dinner tomorrow.
We're pretty much packed.
Geez, this is heavy. What did you pack? So you packed all my meds.
Sorry, it's habit.
Well, at least you didn't forget to pack the weed. If you have a hard time dealing with my family, I'll share it with you. Probably the only way to get through this dinner is if we're both high as a kite.
It's getting late. I think I might turn in.
Yeah, sure. Is this how it's going to be the whole time?
What?
Are you going to be this cold?
I don't know what you want from me, Marty.
Maybe I just want you to not look at me like you hate me.
I don't hate you.
It doesn't feel like it.
I love you too much. That's the fucking problem.
This is going to be a really tough weekend. And it will go a lot easier if I feel like I have you on my side.
I am on your side. I just... You know what? Let's not do this now, okay?
Oh, when are we going to do it then?
Fine. I get it. I get the awful position you're in and the shitty thing you have to do tomorrow. I'm human, Marty. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to support you and be there for you while I'm trying to hold it together and be there for myself. There's no winner here. And before I have to go and put on a fucking happy face and a united front for your family, I need to not have one right now. Okay? I'm not getting anything close to what I want out of the situation. So while it's just me and you, please don't make me put on a show.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry. Okay, this whole thing, it's just,
Sucks.
to put it mildly.
I love you.
I love you too. I'm gonna head to bed. You coming?
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
Okay.
Shailene exits. Martina watches her. She then looks around her apartment, taking stock of things. The smell of the couch cushions, the sound the radiator makes, everything. She picks up a photo of her father and looks at it for a bit.
Hey, Pop. I know Mom talks to you all the time. I feel a little silly, but she says you listen, so. I'm going to need your help tomorrow. You know how Ma is, and Michael can be, well, Michael. So if there's anything you could do to make any of this easier, I'd appreciate it.
Scene 3, Antonelli house the next day. Frank Sinatra croons in the background while Carlotta buzzes around dusting surfaces and fluffing pillows. She checks her watch.
I knew he'd be late. He is just like you, Vin. Only way to get him on time is to tell him to be a half an hour early.
Georgiana enters from the kitchen with a plate of meats and cheeses.
Oh, I love this song.
Michael is late.
What time is it?
4:36.
I'm sure he's almost here.
When I say 4:30, I mean 4:30. Is that all you're putting out?
We have plenty more in the kitchen if we need it.
I don't want to be rushing back and forth into the kitchen to refill things. I want to spend time with my family.
If you're just going to redo everything you asked me to do, why even bother asking me in the first place?
I ask myself the same thing.
We hear a car honking outside.
It's Michael and Jenny. See? I told you. Oh, what did Jenny bring? She's got a big dish with her.
Oh, Ben, please give me strength.
Georgiana opens the door for Michael and his wife Jenny, who has a large covered cake dish in her hands.
Hi, Aunt Georgie. Hi, Ma.
When I say
4:30,
4:30,
you mean 4:30. I know, Ma. I'm sorry that I'm 7 minutes and 23 seconds late. Will you contact the Pope and please grant me an absolution?
we'll see.
Hi, Carlotta.
Jenny, what do you have there?
Oh, Michael told me you wanted me to bring a dessert, so you'll never guess what I made.
I'm sure I won't.
Vegan cannolis!
Steady, Ma, steady.
They look great. Don't they, Lottie?
Mm.
Oh, do you want to try one before dinner? They're so good. They're like almost as good as the original recipe.
No. I'll be good and I'll wait until after dinner. Now, why don't you put those into the kitchen, sweetie?
That was surprisingly tame, especially for you, Ma. You feeling okay?
Don't be an ass.
Can't help it. I take after Pop.
That you do.
You know, sometimes when I look at you, I swear I'm seeing my brother and not my little nephew.
Well, that's sweet, Aunt Georgie. Like when?
Oh, like when you make a little joke or when you do that little crooked smile like Vinny used to do. Oh, and especially when I see you and Marty together. Reminds me of the way Vin and I used to joke with each other.
I know what you mean.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you and your father have the same idiotic sense of humor.
Ma, I just love it when you get all sentimental.
Would you like anything to drink? Michael, Jenny.
I'll just take some red wine.
Same here.
Georgiana gets wine for everyone while Carlotta wanders to the front window and looks outside, waiting.
I got this wine from Trader Joe's. It only cost $6.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't taste like it only costs $6.
Oh, boo on you. I'm glad you like it, Georgie.
Ma, staring out the window isn't going to make Marty get here any faster.
Lottie, come, join us. Jenny, tell me about this vegan bolognese you were going to make.
I think I'm just going to wait it out over here.
Come on, Ma.
Sorry, Michael. I'm just excited to see Martina.
I know.
Michael crosses over to her and puts his arm around her.
Also, if I have to hear about vegan bolognese one more time, I'm going to hurt someone.
I know that too.
Another car horn is heard.
That's them. Oh, Michael, go out and help them get with the bags. Come on, Jenny, can you open up that bottle of sparkling cider for Marty? Oh, Georgie. Oh, look, she looks so good, doesn't she?
She really...
Oh, she's got some color in her cheeks. Come on, don't dawdle. Get in here so I can hug my daughter.
Georgiana opens the door. Martina and Shailene enter.
Hey, Ma. Oh, it smells great in here.
Oh, sweetie. Oh, you look so good.
Don't hog her all night, Lottie. Let me hug my favorite niece, huh?
Georgiana pulls Martina in for a big hug, letting go of the door and accidentally shutting it on Michael with all the bags. Shailene notices and smirks.
Hi, Aunt Georgie.
Michael, will you stop messing around with those bags? Just leave them by the door. Come sit.
How come Marty gets a pass for being late and I don't?
'Cause I'm Ma's favorite.
Ma?
I plead the fifth. So, hi, Shailene, honey. Is everything okay?
Yeah, Lottie, just tired. Long drive.
Oh, well, come, sit down, relax. We have sparkling cider.
Sparkling cider? Is the Pope coming?
I asked the same question.
While they talk, Georgie gets 2 glasses of sparkling cider and offers them to Martina and Shailene. Martina accepts. Shailene turns it down and heads to the drink table to pour herself a large glass of red wine.
You act like we have never had drinks before dinner before.
We didn't.
Unless you count Dad's 5 beers as cocktail hour.
Is it technically cocktail hour if he drank them all within 20 minutes?
Stop making fun of your mother for wanting to have a nice family dinner.
All right, we'll give you a break. What'd you make?
Oh, all your favorites. Noni's bolognese, my roasted red peppers like you like.
And I made vegan cannolis for dessert.
Ma let you bring that in the house?
Well, Jenny read something about vegan food.
Plant-based diets.
Right. Plant-based diets. Whatever. They're supposed to be good for you.
Ma, you're not trying some crazy diet, are you?
Oh, no. It's not for me. It's for you.
I'm skin and bones. If anything, I need to gain weight.
Oh, no. Plant-based is good for people fighting cancer.
Oh.
Shouldn't have bothered then.
What did you say, hon?
I said you didn't have to go through any trouble.
No, it was no trouble. Like I said, I can give you the recipe if you'd like.
I'm sure we'll love them, Jenny. That's sweet of you to think of it.
Look, I'm going to go check on dinner. Georgie, can you give me a hand?
Sure. Jenny, why don't you come and tell Lottie about this Trader Joe's?
Sounds, fun.
Carlotta, Georgie, and Jenny head to the kitchen.
Can I hug my little sister now?
I guess so.
They hug each other. Shailene takes a long drink of her wine.
Shay, how are you?
Fine.
No? Okay, then I'll bring your stuff up to your room.
Thanks, Michael.
Sure thing, Brat.
Michael grabs their bags and brings them upstairs.
You keep drinking like that, you'll be wasted before the first bowl of pasta hits the table.
Sorry, it's just a lot.
This isn't exactly easy for me either.
I know.
I could use a hug.
Shailene hesitates, but walks over to her wife and hugs her tightly.
So, when are you going to tell them?
Not sure. I just have to feel out when the moment is right.
Hey, Marty, where's the thermostat?
It's next to the kitchen door. Why?
While Georgie and I were talking, I noticed your mom's face was getting a little red, so I figured I'd just come over here and turn the temperature down because I just don't want her to get overheated, so.
Ma's face was getting red?
What were you and Georgie talking about?
Oh, I was giving her the recipe for the vegan bolognese that I wanted to bring tonight. I tried it at home, and I swear it tastes just as good as your noni's.
Yeah, I don't think the moment is right.
Yeah, definitely not yet.
Scene 4. Antonelli house, Martina's childhood bedroom. Michael enters with the bags. He puts them down and turns to leave. He pauses and goes back to the bed. He reaches between the mattress cushion and pulls out an old diary. As he sits down to start going through it, Martina enters.
You know, that's almost 20 years old. I don't know if the writing's really going to hold up.
I had to check if it was still there.
You realize that was the fake one I left for you and Ma to find?
Yeah, of course I knew.
Yeah, you did not.
Okay, fine, I didn't. I should have, though. This was way too tame for what you were actually doing.
Yeah, you were an idiot.
Shut up. So, where is the real one?
Yeah, right. I'm not telling.
It's worth a shot. Mama's right, though. You look really good.
Thanks.
So, come on. Don't play dumb. What's the big news?
Nope.
Not even a hint. Little.
No, you are just as bad as Ma.
It's the whole apple in the tree thing. So I'm just gonna guess.
You can guess, but I seriously don't think you'll get it.
All right. You won the lottery.
If I did, do you think I'd drive 2 hours in that piece of shit car Shay refuses to get rid of just to stay in a rickety old bed with my wife?
Can we not?
Not what?
Nothing. Never mind.
No, Michael, what were you going to say? Not mention that I sleep in the same bed with my wife? Come on, it's been 10 years.
I know. I'm sorry. So, not the lottery then.
No.
You got a promotion.
Nope.
And I'm gonna have to go with Ma's guess.
Which is?
You're in remission.
Huh. Come on, stop guessing. You're not going to get it.
Georgiana comes in.
Hey, Michael. I think you better go downstairs.
Who needs the saving, Jenny or my mother?
Both.
All right. You're lucky Aunt Georgia was here. I would have guessed it. You know that.
Yeah, sure.
How you doing, honey?
Oh, I've been better.
Georgiana holds out her arms. Martina hugs her and breaks down.
Oh, you're doing a very brave thing. You know that, kiddo?
Doesn't feel like it. It feels so selfish.
You want to change your mind?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I still feel like shit.
You want some cookie butter?
No, thank you.
Oh, your loss.
Martina continues to hold on to her as Georgiana rocks her back and forth like when she was little. Scene 5, Antonelli house, the kitchen. Jenny and Carlotta buzz around finishing dishes.
And there are so many easy switches you can make, and before you know it, you can be completely plant-based.
I'm sure it's very easy, Jenny, but I just don't think it's
I mean, you can't really compromise when it comes to your health, right?
Jenny takes a spoon and tastes some of the sauce on the stove.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about that potato trick?
What potato trick?
If you put half a potato in the sauce, it'll just like soak up all the excess salt.
I put the same amount of salt in that I always put in.
It tasted like more.
Hey, gentlemen. Shay was asking about your vegan cannoli recipe, and I couldn't remember what nut milk you used.
Oh, it's cashew cream and tofu. Did you tell her about the tofu?
No. I forgot about the tofu.
Oh, babe, that's like the key ingredient. I'm sorry, Lottie. I'll be back in a minute.
You just take your time.
Jenny rushes out to the living room. Michael hands his mother a dish towel.
Go ahead, Ma.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fair warning. If she suggests that my food is too salty one more time, she's going to need to drink it through a straw.
Ease up, Ma. She's always been a health nut, and she's just excited you're including her.
What is so unhealthy about my food?
Your food? The rule with your cooking has always been, when you think you've added enough butter and salt, just add more.
Well, it's got to taste good or nobody's going to eat it.
Right.
Where were you just now?
Upstairs with Marty and Georgie. Georgie sent me down here to save you and Jenny from yourselves.
Did Marty say any?
No. She kept shooting down all my guesses.
Doesn't matter.
I asked her point blank if she was in remission, and she just said I'd never guess it.
Oh, she is just trying to get you off the trail.
Mom,
Just look at her, Michael. She looks better. She seems more calm, more settled. And I heard Shay say something earlier.
and what exactly did she say?
Well, it was when Jenny was saying all that junk about plant-based diets being good for cancer, and Shay muttered something about her not needing it.
You sure?
Why are you determined to be a Debbie Downer about everything?
Look, I know you've been talking to Dad, and Jenny and I have both been praying like crazy. I just don't want to see you get disappointed. God's got his own plan for things. Just try to be realistic, okay, Ma?
I am being realistic because I know I'm right.
Yeah, thanks for hearing me out.
He doesn't know what he's talking about, Vin. Huh. He's always telling me, be more positive. Well, I am finally being more positive, and he's telling me now to be the opposite. Huh. He reminds me of you too much lately. But thank you for finally listening to me. It took you long enough. And, tell him thank you too.
Scene 6. Antonelli house, the living room. Shailene is sitting on the couch drinking her wine while Jenny chatters away at her. Michael enters from the kitchen and joins them.
So the recipe I found called for firm tofu, but I used soft silken tofu, and it just worked like so much better.
That's interesting.
Oh, what kind of food do you cook at home?
Oh, our kitchen is mostly decorative.
You're not much of a chef.
Oh, definitely not. Neither is Marty. We survive by being on a first name basis with most of the delivery guys within a 20-block radius of our apartment building.
No.
Yeah, Ma tried, but my sister likes to do her own thing.
Oh, she definitely does.
And thanks to her lack of cooking skills, I was completely unprepared when I came to dinner to meet Lottie and Georgie for the first time.
Oh, I don't think I've heard this story.
Well, Marty and I had been dating for a few months, and it was the first time I was meeting the family. Well, some of the family.
Michael shifts a bit uncomfortably in his chair and clears his throat.
The food was so good. I was in shock. I had 3 helpings of pasta.
Oh no, Marty didn't warn you about the full course meals we do around here, huh?
And the next thing I know, Lottie brings out this huge plate of meatballs and every other meat you could possibly think of with salads and red vegetables. And you'd think she was feeding an army, but it was just the 4 of us. I didn't want to be rude and say no, but it was so full I thought I was going to explode. I couldn't move for 2 days after. Marty thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's Marty for you. She looks great, Shay. So much better than the last time I saw her.
Yeah.
She really had me worried for a while.
She had all of us worried.
Yeah, I think we broke the record at our church for the longest consecutive prayer requests. So, you gonna spill the beans on Marty's news?
Shailene takes a big gulp of her wine. Jenny notices this.
I think it's best if I let Marty tell you.
I won't tell her you told me. Scouts honor. Scouts honor.
Michael.
Honey, why don't you go see if there's some more wine in the kitchen?
Okay, all right. I can take a hint.
Thanks for running interference.
Oh, sure. You okay?
I'm fine. Why do you ask?
Because you've been here for 20 minutes and you're almost done with your 3rd glass of wine.
I just got a lot going on.
Last time we saw Marty, she looked like she was not long for this world. And Michael's right, she looks so much better now.
She does look better.
She's not, though. Is she?
Carlotta enters from the kitchen.
Georgie, come and help me get the food on the table. Dinner's almost ready. So why don't we all come on, move into the dining room.
Jenny grabs the red wine and pours the rest in Shailene's glass.
Thank you, Jenny.
Jenny gives Shailene a small smile and squeezes her hand. Scene 7. Dining room table.
Good God, Mom. How much did you make? You realize you only had to cook for 6 people, not the entire state of New Jersey.
I figured if there were leftovers, you can take them home.
If. Mom, when have you not had leftovers?
This is amazing. Lottie, you and Georgie have really outdone yourselves.
Oh, well, it was a special occasion.
Oh, it's too bad you didn't have any potatoes, to try that trick I told you about.
Don't you have that big 10-pound bag?
Those were onions, Georgie.
Oh, are you sure? Because
Onions!
Right, onions. Okay. Would you like coffee?
Ma, you and Aunt Georgie spent 2 days cooking. At least let us clear.
No. We're fine. You should just sit and rest, honey.
She continues to gather plates to clear, but then gives Michael a very pointed look.
What?
You're not going to offer to help your old mother?
You just said you were fine.
Yeah, to your sister who's been dealing with cancer. You, on the other hand, can get off your lazy butt and help.
Carlotta carries the dishes out as she glares at Michael.
$20 says I'll get kicked out of the kitchen in 5 minutes or less for doing it wrong.
Yeah, there's no way I'm taking that bet.
Oh, here, honey, let me help you. I need to plate the cannolis before your mother has some accident while carrying them and they end up in the trash like last time.
Last time?
We had her and Georgie over at our place for dinner one Sunday, and I wanted to do something different, so I made Thai food, and, well, she barely touched any of it.
Yeah. When it came time for dessert, Ma offered to help. She tripped, and the mango sticky rice Jenny made ended up all over the floor.
Oh, maybe it really was an accident.
She conveniently had a giant Tupperware bin full of fresh biscotti waiting in the trunk of her car, so...
Yeah, that sounds like Ma.
Michael and Jenny exit the kitchen with their hands full of dishes. Martina and Shailene just sit in silence while we hear rumblings in the kitchen. Shailene reaches over and holds Martina's hand. They both fight back tears. We hear bustling off stage in the kitchen. Michael enters with a smug face.
Just stay out of that kitchen!
I think that might be a new record.
No, what did you do?
I started to load the dishwasher the wrong way.
I don't think it counts as a record if you sabotage yourself.
Whoa. No stipulations. That is a record. Hey, you two okay?
Yeah. We're just tired. Long car ride.
It's not that long of a car ride.
Jenny enters with the tray of cannolis. Georgiana and Carlotta follow with a tray of biscotti, a coffee carafe, creamer, sugar, etc.
Oh, look. Mom also made biscotti. You knew Jenny was bringing dessert.
Oh, I made too many the last time, and these were just left over. So I figured we could have them with Jenny's dessert.
Sure, Ma.
I'm so excited to try these cannolis, Jenny. Aren't you anxious to try them, Lottie?
Who wants coffee again?
Here, Ma, since you're busy with coffee, I'll get the cannoli for you.
Ooh, I think that one's just screaming Ma's name.
Martina points to the biggest cannoli on the plate. Michael smugly grabs it and puts it down in front of Carlotta.
Thank you. so much.
Of course.
Look, before we start on dessert, I just want to say how happy I am to have everybody here. It's made me so happy. It's been too long since we were all together, and I'm just so thrilled that we can all start having Sunday dinners together again.
What are you talking about?
Well, look, I know you wanted to tell everyone yourself, but I just can't hold it in anymore. I am so happy for you, honey.
Happy for me.
Lottie, I don't think that.
Look, I heard Shay mutter earlier that you're better. I'm just so relieved.
Shay?
I didn't say that.
Oh, come on, you could stop pretending. I heard that when you were talking about that plant-based food diet thing, and you said she didn't need it.
I think you misheard me,
Oh, no, I didn't.
Marty.
Yeah. Ma, why don't you sit? Okay.
Martina takes a deep breath, stands up, and holds Shaylene's hand.
Everything okay, Marty?
Yes and no. Oh, wow, I can do this. So as it turns out, my cancer is no longer responding to the chemo. So we have stopped treatment. That's why I look better. I'm not poisoning myself on a regular basis anymore.
Okay. All right. So chemo isn't working. What's your next option?
There isn't one. The doctors say I have 4 months or so.
Everyone sits in silence, taking in the news. Shaylene squeezes Martina's hand, urging her to continue.
And there's something else. Have you guys heard of the death with dignity laws?
No.
I have.
You have.
Yeah, I read that it's. Um, well, Marty, maybe you should.
Yeah. Well, in New Jersey, if you were considered terminal and have a prognosis of less than 6 months, you can get a prescription to end your life at the time and place of your choice. So I've decided to take advantage of it.
Georgie, now might be a good time to bring out the cookie butter.
Jen, where did you read about this?
Oh, when I was researching plant-based diets for cancer, just like one click led to another, and I read that New Jersey passed the law.
What do you have to do to get the prescription? I'm guessing they don't just hand them out like Halloween candy.
Oh, no. There's a lot you have to do. You need to give 2 verbal requests over 2 weeks apart from each other to your doctor. You need to fill out a written form signed by 2 witnesses. The doctor has to get another doctor to agree with the prognosis, and if either of them feel like the patient isn't making a sound decision, you have to submit for a psychological evaluation. The doctor has to inform you of any other treatment options out there. You have to inform your next of kin of the request.
And that's what you're doing now, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
You said the doctor had to inform you of other options. What are your other options?
I told you there aren't any that'll do anything.
I
Just
don't believe it.
palliative care, pain management.
I don't believe that. There's got to be something.
I know this is tough, Ma, but there isn't.
But this is fucking ridiculous.
Michael, honey, calm down.
No. My baby sister just told me she's planning on killing herself. Don't you dare tell me to calm down.
That's not what I'm doing.
How can you let her do this, Shay?
Don't.
You're letting your wife commit suicide and you're just calmly sitting there like nothing is happening.
I get it. You're upset. But you have no idea what I've been dealing with for the past few weeks. So before you bite my head off, you need to take a step back.
Michael, honey, this isn't easy for anyone, okay? Just why don't we try and take a deep breath here, okay?
Who signed?
What?
You said you needed witnesses to sign off. Who signed?
Well, one witness has to be someone who's not related to me, so my boss agreed to sign.
And you needed 2 signatures, right? Who else?
Obviously, Shay. Aren't you going to fight for her life? Even just a little bit?
Excuse me?
You heard what I said. You just had to get married so badly. And now you won't even fight for Marty's life?
Michael, stop.
That's enough, Michael. Leave Shay alone.
She's letting Marty kill herself.
I didn't sign.
Bullshit! That's bullshit!
She didn't sign.
Aunt Georgie!
I did.
You knew about this?
When I went to visit Marty and Shay last month, she told me her prognosis, and she asked me to sign.
How could you say yes?
Lottie,
You look at me and you tell me that you didn't do this.
it was the right thing to
The
do.
right thing? How the hell is letting my daughter kill herself the right thing?
I don't see it that way, Lottie.
What do you mean you don't see it that way? It is what it is, regardless of how you see it. This is my child. How dare you?
Yes, she's your child, but after Vin died, I helped raise her. She's not just my niece. She's like a daughter to me. She turned to me for help.
She is my daughter. You don't get to make those kind of decisions about my child who I brought into this world.
How could you do this? How could any of you be okay with this?
Michael.
Don't you dare Michael me. My wife is telling me to calm down when my little sister just announced she's committing suicide. Like this happens every fucking day. Your wife is just sitting there like it's nothing. My aunt went ahead and signed off on this. What the fuck is even happening?
Shut the hell up, Michael.
It's the truth.
You don't think that I went through all this emotional bullshit that you're going through now? You think this is easy for me? Why do you think Georgie was the one to sign off and not me? I couldn't do it. I can't sit there and say it's okay for my wife to die. So stop fucking accusing me of not caring when I have been dealing with this for a hell of a lot longer than you.
This is not happening. You're not getting put down like a pet that's too fucking old. You're a human being. I can't believe it's goddamn legal.
Don't you think I deserve the right to decide this for myself?
You know, last time I checked, Marty, suicide was a sin. We don't get to say, I'm done fighting. Guess I'll just pull the plug.
I didn't decide! I fought like hell. I did everything I was supposed to do and it wasn't enough. I don't want to go like Dad.
I think we all just need to take a deep breath.
Carlotta takes the big tray of cannolis and throws it on the floor, then storms out. Georgiana follows quickly behind her.
She's just upset, and that wasn't about the cannolis.
You notice she didn't throw her biscotti on the floor.
Why are you making jokes? This isn't funny.
No, you're right, Michael. Let's just be stereotypically Italian and wallow in our grief for the rest of eternity. I'll go get the black veils to put over our faces.
This is un-fucking believable.
Michael smashes a wine glass on the floor.
Well, that went better than I thought it would.
Act 2, Scene 1. Living room immediately following Act 1. Carlotta storms out of the kitchen. Georgiana follows closely behind.
Lottie, stop.
Don't you Lottie me. Don't you dare.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to tell me you didn't do this.
If you want me to lie to you,
I am so angry at you that I am actually physically shaking right now.
I did what I thought was the right thing.
The right thing? How the hell is it the right thing? You betrayed my trust. I can't even look at you right now.
Betrayed is a little far.
Oh, how many times have I cried to you about Martina? You just lied to my face. Every time I shared with you any hopeful thought or some moment with you, you said nothing. So what would you call it?
It wasn't my place to tell you. It was Marty's. What was I supposed to do?
You were supposed to be my friend. Tell me my daughter is contemplating this psychotic idea. Be on my goddamn side.
I am on your side. Do you think I want this for Marty? I don't. But I don't want to watch her suffer when there is a better way out of this. I don't want you to watch her suffer.
Martina, Michael, Jenny, and Shailene enter from the dining room.
Ma, stop yelling it on Georgie. This isn't her fault.
This isn't happening, Martina. I forbid it.
Forbid me to die? I know you have delusions of grandeur, Ma, but that's a bit much.
This is not fucking funny, Martina!
I know. Ma, I don't... This isn't Georgie's fault. She was just trying to help me.
Well, I am going to call your doctor, and I am going to contest this.
You can't do that.
It doesn't work that way, Lottie.
You said it yourself. The doctors have to think that you are making a sound decision. Well, you're not. And I will march right down there, and I will tell them in person if I have to. But you are not going to go through with this.
No, you can't do that.
I'll drive you there myself, Ma.
Shut up, Michael.
Michael, sweetheart, you need to take a minute.
This is my family, so just butt out.
They are my family too. I get how much you love each other and how much this hurts, but in all honesty, you're the one who needs to butt out.
Jenny, you are the last person who should be giving an opinion right now.
Leave her alone, Marty. She's just trying to help.
Well, this family doesn't need her help. And I don't need yours. You are the last person I thought who would ever hurt me like this. How dare you speak for what is right for my children?
I've told you, they're like my own kids.
They are not your kids. They're mine. Stop trying to insert yourself as the mother to them just because you want to fill some empty void that you have in your life.
Oh, sure. You're right. Yeah, I just watched them, took to their daycare, helped them with school projects, taught them to drive, helped you walk Marty down the aisle.
And you just helped to put a nail in her coffin. Great surrogate mother you are.
Georgiana just stares at Carlotta. She slowly turns around and exits to the kitchen. Carlotta heads upstairs.
Great job, Ma.
She's not wrong.
Shut up. Michael, you are making this whole thing so much worse than it has to be.
No, you are. This is not your decision to make. God has a plan for everything.
Fucking start with that bullshit.
That's not bullshit.
I get that church made you feel better after Dad died, but it didn't for me. So stop trying to shoehorn your beliefs into this situation.
I'm not shoehorning my beliefs into this, okay? God has a plan for everything, Marty.
Fucking kidding me. Fine, say it.
What?
Say it. I want you to look me in the eyes, look at Ma, look at my wife, and tell us it's God's plan that I die a slow and painful death.
Michael is at a loss. He looks to Jenny for help.
Look at me. They're your family, remember?
Do it. Fucking say it, Michael.
Marty, honey,
What?
give Michael a break, okay?
Are you serious? How can you be sticking up for him right now?
It's a shock, babe. Remember how I handled it when you told me you wanted to do this? Not well. In fact, I'm still not handling it all well.
I'm just so sick and tired of all of this.
Martina gets really dizzy. She starts to sway. Michael and Shailene rush to her, but Shailene gets there first. She catches Martina and helps her sit on the couch. Meanwhile, Jenny rushes to get Martina some water. Michael watches as Shailene comforts her wife, as if seeing this whole situation clearly for the first time. Michael walks out towards the back of the house. Jenny sits on the couch to offer help and comfort to Martina and Shailene. Scene 2. Martina's bedroom. Carlotta sits on the bed in a frozen sort of shock. She starts to look around. She then gets up and picks up little items and knickknacks.
What the hell, Ben? You know what? I'm done talking to you now. Okay. You've got my attention now. I am talking to you now. What did I do, huh? What did I do to deserve this? I have done nothing my whole life but try to be a good person, be there for my family. Why are you punishing me like this? What major offense could I have possibly done to deserve this? You took my parents way too soon. You took my little brother. You took my husband. That wasn't enough for you. I am asking you questions and I am not getting a goddamn answer. Fucking answer me. Please, please don't do this. I can't lose my little girl, too. Please.
As Carlotta yells at him, Jenny approaches the door, Carlotta's cannoli in hand, and listens. When Carlotta sounds like she's calming down, Jenny gently knocks.
What?
Hey, Lottie, I thought you might like something sweet. I know when I'm upset, my sweet tooth goes into overdrive, so.
Thank you, Jenny, but I would really like to be alone now.
Okay. But like if you need to vent or anything, I'm here to listen, so.
Really, that's not necessary.
You're going through a lot right now. Can't hurt to talk it out.
What will it take to get you to leave me alone?
Eat the cannoli.
What?
Eat the vegan, plant-based cannoli I made, and I promise I will leave you alone.
Carlotta debates herself for a moment. Then she purposefully grabs the cannoli and takes a giant bite.
Well,
It's not terrible.
you like it.
Oh, I said it wasn't terrible. I didn't say I liked it.
You didn't say you didn't like it either.
That's not proof that I liked it.
Lottie, you're too proud to admit that a vegan version of anything is good. But since I know that, I will take this as a victory.
You are a stubborn woman.
You know, Marty said the same thing to me the first time Michael brought me home to meet the family.
Did she?
She did. She said that's why I would fit in perfectly with all the women in his life.
She wasn't wrong.
I think that might be the first compliment you've ever given me.
You're probably right.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation before I came in, and I don't know what he might be thinking or planning, but I'm pretty certain this isn't happening because he thinks you deserve it. No one does. Life is just messy and it hurts. But without all the messiness and the pain, I don't think we'd be able to appreciate the beautiful parts.
Carlotta just sits on the bed, staring at the remaining half of the cannoli in her hand. After a moment, Jenny pats Carlotta lovingly on the arm, then gets up to leave.
Jenny. Thank you.
Jenny smiles, then exits. Carlotta stares at the cannoli for a moment, then eats the rest of it. Scene 3, back porch. Michael sits outside, smoking a cigarette. Martina comes to the back door and hesitates on whether she should come outside. Ultimately, she does and sits next to him.
Can I get a puff? Are you serious? I don't think a puff off a cigarette's gonna do any more damage than's already done.
All right. Just don't tell anyone in there I smoke.
They already know.
I know. But I feel better pretending that they don't.
He hands Martina the cigarette. She takes a puff or two and hands it back to Michael. They sit in silence for a few moments.
So,
You done yelling?
it all depends.
On?
Are you gonna keep saying this stupid shit?
Come on, Michael.
What?
Why do you have to be such a dick about all this?
Just because I'm right doesn't mean I'm being a dick.
Oh, dear God.
Go ahead, talk to him. Maybe if you talk to him more, you wouldn't be making this decision, Marty.
Oh, yeah. Right. You know damn well how everyone at St. Paul's treated me when I was outed in high school. So why in the hell would I turn to the church now when it's been made pretty fucking clear that I'm not welcome?
Look, people are assholes, okay? I'm not gonna argue with you on that. But it doesn't change the fact that what you are doing is a sin, Marty.
So is cursing, smartass.
I'm serious, Marty.
Yeah, well, by church definition, I'm already fucked, so what does it matter?
You matter. Hello? Marty, how can you not see that? Huh?
I know I matter, you idiot. That's why I'm doing this.
That makes no fucking sense.
Yes, it does.
Why? Why? What are you doing is suicide, Marty. Do you understand suicide?
You think I want to die? You think I want any of this? I'm not doing this because I want to die. I'm doing this because I am dying.
Fuck, we're all dying.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
What? It's true.
Don't you dare say that to me. I have had to face my mortality every goddamn day since the doctors told me it was cancer. Don't you fucking tell me you know what it's like to feel so sick you can't move. That you can literally look at the test results of your life on a piece of paper and watch it get chipped away. Test after test. That you have made your will not because you might get hit by a bus tomorrow, but because you know you will die. In a few months. Don't you dare bring up that bullshit.
It's not your right to decide, okay? You didn't decide to begin your life, and you don't get to decide when it ends.
Like I said, I didn't decide. He did.
But the point is, you're not trusting him.
Fine. Say I don't do this, then what happens?
What do you mean?
Say I don't get the prescription and I let him take the fucking wheel. Then what happens?
If you trust in him and you believe, you never know.
For argument's sake, let's just assume he's still gonna go through with this plan and have me go.
It might happen, okay? But you never know what faith...
But just say that he decided against a miracle cure that day. He was too fucking busy on world hunger or helping whatever sports team prayed to him the hardest. What then? Come on, Michael, what then?
Marty,
What is the alternative?
No.
No.
I'm not doing this.
Doing what? I'm just asking.
Fucking stop, Marty. Just fucking stop. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to say that you're going to... It's not. I can't say it. I won't. You're my little sister. I'm supposed to protect you. And I can't. This is all bullshit. I'm not listening. I can't do it right now. I can't.
Michael sinks to the ground and begins to break down. Really break down. Martina at first doesn't know how to handle her brother. Eventually, she kneels beside him and cradles him, rocking him gently back and forth while he lets it all out. Scene 4, the kitchen. Georgiana is doing dishes and cleaning up, trying to distract herself. Tears still stream silently down her face. Carlotta enters. They awkwardly stare at each other for a moment, then Georgiana goes back to cleaning. Carlotta begins to help. They silently move around the kitchen, cleaning with each other for a little while.
Lottie?
Carlotta doesn't stop cleaning. She doesn't acknowledge that she's being spoken to at all.
You know, I still see Vinny all around this house all the time. Sometimes it's a flashback to him yelling at whatever sport was pissing him off on TV. Or when I see the hallway bathroom door open, I remember him telling the kids to keep the door shut like our parents made us do. Like we had to pretend bathrooms didn't exist or something. Sometimes when I walk through the living room and the floor creaks, that squeak sound, it sounds like some of the machines he was hooked up to when he was here on hospice. Oh, that's what I remember more often than not. Him wasting away in that hospital bed that didn't fit in the living room but was forced to be there. I hate that I remember that Vinny more often than I remember my asshole brother who laughed too loud and burped too much. And I remember you. You lost weight because you barely ate or slept. You didn't take care of yourself. I hate it, but this is gonna happen. We fought it and we lost. But at least Marty has a chance to go out on her own terms. I want to remember her as she is now. And I don't want to be haunted by memories of her as a shell of the niece I knew. And I couldn't stand the thought of what that would do to you.
When Georgiana is finished, Carlotta, still silent, exits, leaving Georgiana alone. Scene 5, the living room. Jenny and Shailene sit on the couch, each drinking wine.
I can't believe Lottie ate the cannoli.
Oh, I knew she would like it if she just gave it a chance.
Like vegan food or like you?
Both.
Thank you, Jenny.
Ah, my pleasure.
Hey, Jen, it's getting late. We gotta hit the road.
Okay, let me just go make sure Georgie is set in the kitchen.
As she goes to exit, she passes by Michael, who grabs her hand gently. As he's about to say something, Jenny caresses his face and gives him a kiss on the cheek. She squeezes his hand, then exits to the kitchen. Michael awkwardly joins Shailene on the couch.
You know, this may be the most uncomfortable moment of the night for me.
Kidding me?
Yeah, sort of.
Look, I didn't, I know we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. But I just wanted to say that I'm sorry, I can't imagine how hard it must be for you to watch the person you love go through this.
Thank you.
You really didn't sign?
No. I told her I'd be with her every step of the way, but that's the one thing I just couldn't do.
It can't be easy.
The look on her face when I said no. I know she understands it, but I still feel like I let her down. I just don't know how to do this.
Do what?
Be there for her and do what's right for myself as well. I feel like I'm being selfish, but if I don't protect myself even just a little bit, I wouldn't be able to be there for her at all.
Martina appears on the steps in her pajamas and robe. When she notices Michael and Shailene on the couch not killing each other, she stops to watch.
Well, looks like you're doing a good job so far.
Thank you. Oh, hey, hon. Good timing. Jenny and Michael were just getting ready to leave.
You're leaving already.
Yeah, we've got an early day tomorrow.
It's not that late yet, though.
Jenny exits the kitchen, comforting Georgiana.
Sorry, we have to. Hey, Ma! Ma! We're leaving!
Are you sure you can't stay at least a little while longer?
Jenny glances at Michael. Carlotta makes her way down the steps.
No, we really should go. But I think we can make it back for dinner tomorrow.
Michael opens his mouth to argue, but shuts it, seeing the look he is getting from Jenny.
That'll be good, Jenny. Why don't you help me with dinner?
Everyone freezes, some in shock, others not sure if this is a trick.
Lottie, I'd love to.
Call me when you can tomorrow and we'll plan it out.
Jenny gives Carlotta a huge hug. The whole family starts the Italian goodbye. Lots of hugs and kisses with a lot of tension between some. Georgie goes to hug Michael, but he just gives her a cold, quick kiss on the cheek. He pulls his mother into a big embrace. When they let go, he turns to Shailene and pats her awkwardly on the arm. Eventually, the hugs get around to Michael and Martina. After hesitating, Michael hugs her tightly. When he lets go, he immediately walks out of the house, not waiting for Jenny. She finishes her goodbyes and follows him.
Well, I'm gonna head to bed now. I'll see you girls in the morning. Good night, Lottie.
Carlotta doesn't answer. She ignores Georgiana and heads into the kitchen. Georgiana tries to hold her emotions back, but she can't.
Oh, I was just trying to protect you. Protect her. Oh,
I know that, Aunt Georgie. I'm sorry I put you in this position.
don't be. I'd do it again. Oh, this just, yeah, it really does.
Come on, Georgie. Why don't you head upstairs? You should relax. Take a bath. Get some rest. Oh, you should eat some cookie butter in the tub. In the jar.
I already have some upstairs. Oh, thanks, girls.
She hugs each of them tightly in turn and heads upstairs.
You gonna come up, hon? You had a long day. You should rest too.
Yeah, I will. I just want to wait for Ma.
Okay. Hey. I love you.
I know. I love you too.
They kiss each other and Shailene heads upstairs. Martina sits on the couch waiting for her mother to come back. She picks up a picture on the end table, her wedding photo. She takes it in along with the rest of the house. Finally, Carlotta re-enters.
What are you still doing up? You need your sleep.
So do you?
Oh, I'm old. Sleep for me is just tossing and turning till I wake up to use the bathroom every 2 hours.
You're not that old, Ma.
I was just arguing with your brother about that yesterday. But since then, I feel like I aged 100 years.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
You're not really going to do this, are you?
Yes.
I wasn't joking that I'm going to contest it.
Oh, I know you weren't, but you do realize it's not going to stop this.
Yeah, I know.
Are you ever gonna forgive me? I don't think I could handle the thought of all this ending with you mad at me.
I'm not mad at you, honey. It's just too much to take.
What about Georgie?
That's different.
Ma, she was only trying to.
Enough! I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay. Ma, okay.
Good. Come on. Let's go to bed.
I think I'm gonna stay up for a little bit. You go up. I'll turn off all the lights.
Carlotta hugs her daughter.
Good night. I love you.
Love you too, Ma.
Carlotta heads upstairs. Martina sits on the couch. She reaches into the pocket of her robe and pulls out the prescription. She puts it on the coffee table and stares at it. End of play.